Good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome everyone for our meditation for our library groups. I really appreciate your participation today. So we are going to practice our loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing again. So this weekly gathering has been such a wonderful time that we can get together and engage in this wholesome practice. And it's also kind of realigning ourselves from time to time, for our spiritual practice. I hope that you enjoyed the chanting meditation by Bhante Metta last Tuesday. So you will be able to learn more chanting meditation with him. But today I'm going to focus on usual loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing. And in the messages, in the reminders for your meditation, you have read in the quote that I send you, I talk about forgiveness and understanding that the very act of forgiveness, whether we forgive to others, but actually it is the forgiveness about oneself. Because we may forgive others, but actually what we are doing is the releasing of such a big burden in our mind, and so it's also kind of really it's mainly about one's own well-being, and of course changing how we think about others, it will benefit so many others. So but understanding that forgiveness is basically to benefit oneself is a very important realization, and it's understanding others, but at the same time doing a good to ourselves. And then the other email that if you are receiving emails by Tim, our good friend Tim, and he has also mentioned a very important practice, that how we attach to our thoughts, how we attach to thoughts about past incidents, and the very reason that we can't be in the present moment is that our attachment to the thoughts about the past. And then so the reason that we want to be present in the moment is actually not simply to be there, but actually to make a conscious choice of whether to continue the kinds of mental state that we are in, or the physical state that we are in, or do we need to change. So making a conscious and a skillful choice to either to maintain the mental state that we are in, or to drop the mental state that we are in if it is not helpful. So the one obstacle for us to drop any mental state that are hurting ourselves is our attachment to our thoughts. So the it's so important that we learn this ability to drop and let go of the thoughts. One of the difficult things to let go in our life are the thoughts. It's funny thing about thoughts. Actually, thoughts are not real either. But it's also the most difficult thing to let go. The reason that we cannot forgive others is that because we have thoughts and memories about an incident happened in the past, and so we are so attached to those thoughts and memories, and we cannot simply let it go, and then relive relive that moment again and again. As a result, we are experiencing so much of suffering within ourselves. And even a circumstance or any undesirable event in our life, they already have happened, but we have memories about them, we have thoughts about it, and whenever we remember them, when we think about it, and although events have happened a long ago, we have hard time in letting go of the memories and thoughts about that incident. So if we can learn a technique to let go of the thoughts about the previous events, that can save a lot of our mental energy, and that can also help us to release so many forms of suffering in our lives. So let's um, talk a little bit about that, how we can let go of a thought. Whenever a thought occurs to us, we have a tendency to take our thoughts quite seriously, because we feel like any thoughts or memories, um, and our interpretations. So any kind of these mental thoughts, we think that they are quite authentic, because it occurs, so-called within us, and therefore we have a special relationship with our thoughts. So whatever thoughts occur to us, we tend to believe that they are true or they are authentic, and somehow they are real. And that's how normally we think about thoughts. um, but reality is quite the opposite. And if you based on the teachings of the Buddha, what we can learn about our thoughts is actually thoughts are not necessarily real. Not necessarily real. We produce thoughts. Let's say you don't really produce in real sense. Thoughts occur to us. So whenever thoughts occur to us, whether they are mainly our automatic thoughts occur to us. They occurs to us as a result of a habit, and therefore we don't necessarily have to like follow these thoughts all the time. Even we don't necessarily have to believe them. And having that deeper realization that thoughts are not necessarily real is very important. Very important. Otherwise, we may stuck ourselves in negative incidents or unfavorable events happen in the past. We will carry the burdens of of past. We will carry the burdens of negative interactions with others, and we will not be able to release ourselves. And so much of our heavy feelings and emotions are due to incidents happen in the past. And whenever we remember them, we forget that they have already happened. Let's say whatever. Let's say we had a very bad time, with our family members. Maybe we had a very negative conversation, arguments, with our co-workers. And those things, already have happened. But when we think about them, whenever memories come to our mind, and for that moment, we kind of, forget that those things have happened some time ago. We kind of relive that moment, and we generate similar emotion as if they are happening right now. So we kind of create a virtual reality based on our memories. This is where we need to really, be careful and be mindful, and and train ourselves. It is one thing to remember something happened in the past and knowing that it has already happened. This is simply a memory. That's one thing, but it's completely another to remember something happened in the past and then forgetting that it's a memory, and then going through the emotions as if they're happening right now. Most of us experience the second thing that I talk about. So remembering ourselves all the time that thoughts are not real, and thoughts, particularly thoughts about past, are not real, is very important realization. It's something that we can like always tell ourselves, and whenever we have a memory, whenever we have like surfacing of the memories of a bad incident, we should remember to tell ourselves, oh, okay, it is past, it has already happened, not happening right now. Of course, if there are so many things that we can learn from any negative experience, any any uh, painful arguments. There are so many things that we can learn. We should do it, but we can only learn from our past incidents only when we look at that incident from a distance. The problem is that whenever we are going through certain the thoughts about and the memories about incidents, and also thoughts about our thoughts about reviving about that incident, we cannot distinguish that it has happened already, it is past. So therefore, I encourage you to like have the realization of the time, and like you like tell and carry that realization with ourselves that many things that come to our mind are not real. And so when and thoughts can be anything, and we should not take our thoughts that seriously. We can look at them, but we don't have to take them seriously. They are simply um, uh, surfacing of the memories, and there are important thoughts too. But most of the thoughts that occur in our mind are not necessarily real, and we don't have to take them seriously. So we can say that I no longer believe whatever comes to my mind. But we are willing to like look at them, but we don't have to necessarily believe them. So that kind of relationship with our thoughts are going to be so helpful. In our meditation, that is exactly kind of skill that we develop. When we are paying attention to our breath, we try to be with the breath, or we try to be with the loving kindness wish. That's where we want to be. And of course, we'll remember things. We various thoughts will come. You remember that you forgot to do your laundry. You remember that, oh, I had to change the oil in my car. All these things can come. But as a meditator, right there, what we are going to do, we are going to acknowledge, we are paying attention to the breath or the loving kindness wish, but these thoughts will come, pop up. And what we are doing in a meditation, we acknowledge, oh, a thought, a thought, a thought, and we come back. Another thought will come, and we are focusing on the breath. We acknowledge, oh, a thought, a thought, thought. We come back. So in the meditation, we are exercising that ability. We recognize a thought as a thought, not as a reality, but as a thought. We recognize it as a thought, and we are learning. And with that very realization, which very acknowledgement that it is a thought, can help us to drop it and then come to the breath. I remember reading in a book that when a teacher was sharing an experience he had with one of his students. That his students has a very difficult childhood, and also some difficult relationships. So she's having all these pains, because people who have gone through, challenges and difficult times, I mean, they have a lot to, work with, so we have to be really have empathy towards those people. Many of us have, those negative experiences, negative exposures. So we have to work through them. But the one way that the teacher told that student, that the student was explaining, and so she was sharing all the things that happened to her, all the abuses that she went through, all kind of negative things. She was explaining, how she experienced those things, how the particular people did these things to her, and she was after listening to her story, you know, for quite some time, letting her to speak, after hearing all these details of the story, what happened to her. That teacher asked her, okay, now, try to bring your palms to close to your nose and try to breathe and see whether you can feel the the air of the air in your palms. So she did it. She did it, and she said, okay, I can feel the air coming out is touching the palm. Okay, so that's great. And then the teacher asks, okay, can you touch your chest and see what do you feel there? And she says, okay, I can feel my heartbeat. And he asks, okay, now touch your face. What do you feel there? She says, oh, I can feel the warmth, the coldness. I can feel my fingers. And then teacher said that, you know what? Those experience that you had are real. But whatever you're explaining me are not happening right now. They have already happened long ago. They're not necessarily untrue, but they are not real right now. They may be true. They may be true, but they are not real because they already have happened. They are not happening right now. So what we can do, like coming to this present moment and then experiencing ourselves and recognizing that whatever thoughts occurring in the present moment, we observe them, and realizing, knowing that they are thoughts, which means not necessarily real. And then we can decide, okay, is this line of thinking is going to help me? Is going to make me peaceful? Okay, I can think along these lines, if like loving kindness, and compassion. Or we have another thought, we notice it, we recognize it as a thought, and we are thinking, if we are going to continue along this line of thoughts, will it hurt me? Will it be profitable for me? Will it be useful for me? And we realize that sometime, most of the time, they're not. And then we can realize, okay, this is a thought, not necessarily real, and drop it. So that's the real letting go, and letting go of our thoughts. We don't have to entertain every thought that is coming to our mind. So there can be so many thoughts occurring in our mind based on our previous experiences, based on our own patterns that we have developed over time, and any thought can occur. We don't have to entertain every thought that are occurring in our mind, and so we can choose. We can choose whether to continue certain thoughts, whether or not to continue other thoughts. But in order for us to make that choice, we need to be aware that thoughts are thoughts. Most often, we don't realize that thoughts are thoughts. Most often, whenever we have a thought, whenever we have a memory, we treat them as real, as reality, which is not true. So, having that understanding can help us to let go and drop these thoughts. So, I hope that we can develop this ability, and we are doing it in our meditation sitting. In every moment, whenever you have a thought in meditation, a memory comes to your mind, and every moment that you are doing that acknowledgement as, oh, a thought, okay, interesting. It came to me right now. I have been forgotten this thing a long time ago. It is interesting. It came to me right now. And it's a thought. It's a thought. Not real. Not real. Okay, this breath is real. Let me come back. Now, every time you do it, you are developing a very important skill. That's like recognize thoughts as not real, and ability to choose whether to drop or to continue. In meditation, we drop everything and we come to a meditation object. But when you develop that skill, even in our normal life, when we are dealing with other things, and we can, we can watch many thoughts that are occurring to us, particularly the thoughts that will start a series of negative emotions. The beginning, a thought can be a beginning of a whole series of negative emotions, and even going to very extreme forms of reaction. So we can recognize them occurring in like as thoughts in the first, as early stages, and then start to like recognize them and drop them and refocus our attention to something else. Refocus our attention to the actual physical sensation going on, or refocus our attention to other thing, or to loving kindness. So we have that ability. So then we can exercise our choice. So let's train that skill in our meditation. The more you meditate, more we develop that ability to look at our thoughts from a different perspective and create a different relationship with our thoughts, and then not always be victims to our own thoughts. Buddha said that people who haven't developed enough mindfulness, and they are being chewed by their thoughts. They are being chewed by their thoughts. I mean, they are being beaten, chewed, and then by their thoughts. So we can develop this. We can develop this skill. So let us quite often tell ourselves that thoughts, memories may be true, but they are not real. Means that they are simply impressions about the past things, not really happening right now. That realizations can really help us a lot. So let us develop that skill in our meditation, and also let us carry that skill in our normal day-to-day life also. So our brain is capable of shooting so many thoughts. Our mind has so many previous associations, previous conditionings, that it can shoot so many kinds of thoughts. As long as we can recognize them as thoughts, as memories, we have a choice whether to develop them or whether to drop them. Let us develop that skill. That can help us, that can help so many others too. Okay, with that, let us start our practice. As we do every day, we will start our body awareness. And remember, this body awareness is very important. Just like that Buddhist teacher taught this, his students, that as long as we come to the physical sensation of the body, it can be an anchor for us to remember that this is really happening right now, and whatever thoughts occurring in us are not necessarily real. They may be instructive, informative, but not necessarily real. So therefore, it's also important to develop this body awareness. Let us do that. I hope that everyone is ready, and try to make sure that you have a nice, a stable posture. We want to make sure that we are sitting in a stable manner, and make sure that your both sit bones are touching your chair or your cushion, and make sure that your body is really sitting in that nice spot, and make yourself tall. And then don't tense the muscle, but just with the spine, create the inner arch of your lower back and make it strong, make it tall. With that, let us do our body movements. So we start with our neck and giving some rotation to our neck, and allowing all the muscles in the neck area to stretch and then relax. Okay, let's start, and keep your eyes open. We will bring our chin down, and we start our rotation slowly, and feeling all these sometimes uncomfortable sensation, or letting all these muscles to stretch and crack. Okay, second round. We can even hear some sounds coming up, and it shows that our neck is stretching and relaxing. Your nice bending all the way down backward. Okay, let's now rotate our neck to the other direction. Slowly go back. Give a nice bend. Okay. Okay. Take a moment to feel how you feel around your neck now. Do you feel more sensation around the neck, in the back of the neck? And as a result of that movement, you can feel more muscles in the neck. Just acknowledge and be in the body, right here and now in the body. Okay, let us do our second movement. For that, we need to bring our palms together and we lock our palms. And then we turn the palms to the front and then we try to stretch our palms as much as we can. Give a nice stretch, nice stretch. And then we will slowly bring it up all the way, up. Okay, nice. Give a nice stretch over here. Make yourself taller and taller. A nice stretch. Oh, we need this kind of stretch to relax our whole body. And with this, we will now give a nice bend to our spine. So take a breath. And when you breathe out, bend your body to one direction, slowly breathing out, bending your body, bending the spine nicely. Feel the stretch. Breathe in, come to the middle. Next, breathing out, let's bend our body to the opposite direction, giving another nice bending. Release the air. Breathe in, come to the middle. When you breathe out, bend to the opposite direction. Nice bending. Feel the stretch in your rib area, in your arms. Feel that stretch. Breathe in, come to the middle. Next breath out, bend to the opposite direction. Nice bending, feeling the stretch, allowing all the muscles to stretch. Breathing in, come to the middle. For one last time, when you're breathing out, bend again to the opposite direction. Feeling the stretch, nice bending. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out for the last time, we bend to the other direction. Nice bending, feeling the stretch, making sure that your legs are not moving. And breathing in, come to the middle. Okay, this time we gently unlock our hands. You're breathing out, let your hands come down gradually. Let them rest on your knee. Take a moment to experience all the sensation you can feel in your arms, in your palms. As a result of that movement, we feel more of our body. We feel more awareness in our palms, in our arms. We can feel also all kind of sensation in the back area. Catch them all and be in your body. Nowhere else, but right here in your body. Let's do our last movement. Now we will Rotate our body, give a nice twist to our spine, another relaxation and a nice twist to our spine. So bring your left palm all the way to your right knee and just place it there. And we can stretch our right hand and we can take a breath in. When you're breathing out, we are going to twist our upper body. Make sure that your body is straight and we are not twisting it, moving our hands gently backward and we are looking at the palm and making sure that your body is straight. And next in breath, we come back and bringing our hands back to our knees. For the next time, we bring our right arm to our left knee and we stretch our left hand. Make sure that your body is straight and take a breath in here. Breathing out, we are turning, twisting our spine and bringing our hands all the way back and looking at the palm. Stay there for a while. Allow your body to twist, all the muscles to stretch. Breathing in, come back and rest your both palms on your knees. Okay, now let us take a moment again to feel all the sensations we can feel throughout our body. More sensations in the lower back, more awareness of our hands. So we are right here in our body, nowhere else but in this body. With this awareness of the body, let us now prepare ourselves for meditation. Maintain this nice upright body, but make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. You can open your chest and then drop your shoulders to the sides. Rest your palms on your lap. Keep your chin somewhat parallel with the earth. Allow your body to be stable. We call it like a mountain-like body. Our body is sitting still right here, the straight body, like a mountain. With this awareness of the body, let us continue to feel our body, how this body is sitting here right now. What do we feel in our body right now? Feel your lower legs where they touch now. Feel closely all the sensations. And feel where your body meets a chair or cushion. Feel that press muscles. And feel your whole upper body. Where you feel your clothes in your whole back area. Feels spots in your back where you feel your clothes touching. Feel your shoulders and slowly come down and feel your arms, your elbow. And slowly come into your palms and fingers. with this awareness of the body. Stay in your body. And we will allow this body to relax. With this awareness of the body, we can purposely relax our body. We can take a deep, long breath, very slow, long breath. Take a nice, long breath. And when you are releasing that breath, allow your chest to drop down a little bit, allowing all the other parts of the body to relax. Let's take another slow, long breath, filling our lungs with the fresh air. And release that air very slowly, allowing all the shoulders, all the muscles in the body to relax, release, and loosen up. Let's take another slow, long breath. And release that air very slowly, allowing everything to drop down, to relax, to release, and loosen up. We will now let our natural breath to occur. And we will allow this body to rest. Just let it to rest right here. With no tightness, no grip anywhere whatsoever. Allowing it to simply rest. This is a good time that we can allow our body to rest in this peaceful environment, in this friendly place. We can let go of all the concerns and just let this body to be here. It is in a stable position. Can stay like this. We can allow all the muscles to loosen up, to melt down, to relax. With this relaxed body, we will now bring our whole attention to our mind, letting this body to rest right here. We will bring our whole attention to our mind. Let us simply watch. What are the thoughts, memories that are coming to our mind right now? Whatever thoughts, memories that are coming to us, let us keep watching them without choosing any one of them. We simply watch all the thoughts, memories that are coming to our mind right now, knowing that all these thoughts are thoughts, They are simply impressions or memories of past incidents or projections about future. They are only thoughts, not necessarily real. With that realization, we will simply notice, keep watching the thoughts that are occurring in our mind right now. Various thoughts keep coming up. This is the ordinary nature of the mind. We don't have to entertain all of them. We can simply decide which one to continue and which one to drop. Not at once, we can develop that skill gradually. Right now, instead of these random thoughts occurring, we will now purposely generate a wholesome thought, a wholesome quality in our mind. This is the best time that we can purposely guide our mind to move into one of the most wholesome states ever. Loving kindness. Loving kindness. Loving kindness is an inner capacity that we all have. It is a genuine wish of well-being. It is friendliness to us all. It is willingness for everyone to be well. We all have this capacity. We all have this capacity to be willing for everyone to be well. Let us now bring that capacity out. Let us make this loving kindness manifest right now. Let us generate that willingness, that wish that may all beings be well. Let us open our heart, just like when we see a little baby. When we see a little baby, or when we are petting a puppy, a little puppy or little kitten, or any other pet, just like that, we'll open our heart and have this readiness to care, wish of well-being. Let us cultivate this loving kindness to make it stronger and stronger. This loving kindness can be cultivated. We will make it strong and stronger by making more and more loving kindness wishes. Let us keep wishing well-being to everyone in this world. We will start with ourselves. We will start with this living being sitting here. Let us make a genuine wish, directing that whole loving kindness to ourselves, to this being sitting here. We will genuinely wish with a sense of compassion, acceptance, forgiveness. We will wish ourselves. May this person sitting here be well, be strong, be healthy, be peaceful. Continue. Continue to make all good wishes to this living being sitting here. Be well, be strong, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us also take a moment to radiate this loving kindness, this body. This body has been helping us for many, many years to live this precious human life. Let us take a minute to direct this loving kindness towards this body. May this whole body be well, be healthy, be healed. May all the organs in this body, all the systems in this body, may these lungs helping us even right now to breathe. May these lungs and whole respiratory system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digesting system that is helping us to energize our body, to absorb the nutrients from our food, may this whole digesting system be well, be healthy, be healed. May these kidneys, which are helping us so much, may both kidneys and whole genitourinary system Be well. Be healthy. Be healed. May this nervous system, the spinal cord, the brain, all regions of the brain, the stem of the brain, middle part of the brain, frontal lobe of the brain. May this whole nervous system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body be well, be healthy, be healed. Let us radiate this loving kindness beyond ourselves now. Let us expand this loving kindness to all other people, all other beings. May everyone share this loving kindness. May all people who are known to us, our good friends, our family members, may all these people who are known to us, may all of them be well, be healthy, be healed. Let us expand this wish beyond the people who are known to us, to all other people who are living all different places. May everyone living in this whole surrounding area, no matter who they are, may all people in this whole surrounding area be well, be safe, be peaceful. Let us keep expanding this wish as wide as we can. Let us embrace as many people, as many beings as we can. May all people, all beings living in all directions, everyone living in the direction that we are facing, all of them living near and far, be well, be well, be well, be peaceful. May all beings living in the direction of our right, anyone living in this direction right now, may all of them be well, Be safe. Be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our back, all of them living near and far, be well. Be well. Be well. Be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our left, may all of them be well. Be well. Be well. Be peaceful. May all people, all beings living everywhere, each and every living being, without exception, be well. Be well. Be well. Be peaceful. Let your mind expand as wide as you can. Let it to be expansive, wide open. With this expansive mind, let us rest our mind with our breath. Let us simply be in this peace by gently paying our attention on our breath. Gently anchor your attention on the breath. In this peaceful moment, we can feel the movement of our breath through our nostrils, in our chest, around our belly. Let us maintain this peace with the awareness of the breath. Continue to rest with the breath. Gently come out of the meditation. Gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Feel grateful to all great teachers and enlightened masters in the past. Feel grateful to anyone who helped your meditation tonight. Even to anyone who tried not to disturb your meditation at home tonight. Feel grateful to this device that helped us to connect to this session. And feel grateful to the chair or the cushion, to this bell and everything that supported our meditation. With deep gratitude towards all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It was so nice to have you all. I hope that may you carry this peace with you towards the rest of the week, and may you continue to benefit so many other people with your peace. May many people benefit from your peace. Let us meet next Tuesday. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rosalind Sika. Thank you, Tina. Nice to meet you, Tina. Thank you, Chanaka Mahatya. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Upeka. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, remember. Thank you, everyone. So nice to have you all. Hope to see you next week.